I am a MC. Are you one too? Let's find out. Yeah. What's going on, Triad? It's your man Kurt from Triad Hip Hop Podcast. I appreciate y'all checking me out once again. Week after week, we do our thing, and slowly but surely we're building up our channel. So help us out. Don't forget, hit all the buttons, like, share, subscribe, like, share, subscribe, like, share, subscribe. Hit those buttons. We really appreciate y'all that do. And, we're going to keep bringing y'all all the hip hop culture that y'all want from us. So this week, my lyrical breakdown is going to be a straight up special request. So on one of my YouTube videos, we got a comment that said they wanted a lyrical breakdown of KRS One, The Beginning. And that comes straight off the new album, I Am a MC, Are You One Too? So without further ado, we doing the whole joint because it's just one continuous long verse. And we're going to let y'all hear it. Then I'm going to come back and give you my interpretation of what those lyrics meant to me. And we're going to break them down real quick. So, matter of fact, let me go ahead and do that right now. Let's get into it. The Beginning, KRS One. Yeah.
I kick that shit.
Heaven sent, I can prove this. Any crowd, turn me up loud, KR will move this. Long before Eazy-E, this MC, he was ruthless. Kicking rhyme, spitting rhyme, written rhyme, freestyle, I do's this. Who's this? You don't know me, homie, I'm the one and only. I turn your tool into a toll, tell you you owe me. You ain't gotta go to the past to know me, homie. I'm KRS-One, my power is now, Eckhart Tolle. These rappers are bony and lonely, I'll catch them coming out of Shoney's. I don't Oscar or admire, they baloney, no phony. I spit for the time from the mind. So when I spit off the head, of course I'm ahead of my time. Yes, I'm better with rhyme, and it's evident I'm the lyrically benevolent kind. This you never gon' find. I'm spitting plenty medleys, this is work, not a job. Rappers are crying like a boss in reverse, they solve. That's when they get robbed and disappointed. They not anointed, get them set up like an appointment. I spit the same heat you like to joint with. Fire, spit the truth, no liar. Heaven sent, this is higher. The mic cooks, I write books. The heavyweight champion, the song becomes a knockout with the right hook. I'm raw, meaning not cooked. These fake rappers heads are down, cause in the face of KRS they do not look. 40 cal style, rap-a-pum like big drums. When I heat up the club to 420, it's done. Light up the cheech with the chunk. I teach when I come. Knowledge reigning supreme. What these rappers speaking is dumb. It's a treat when I come. I'm not what you used to. I'm the return of Khufu all over these tracks like choo-choo. I'm the guru. So when my teaching premieres, it's gangstar. Hitting you and your man in the same car. These whack rappers, fuck who they are. KRS is like a hooligan. Hitting them all with the same bars. Hooligans hitting them with the same bars. Your whack style just ain't ours. Venus to Mars. I'm teaching with bars, spitting these bars, but youngins under 21 can't even get into these bars. So I don't blame them if they not seeing these bars. Cause when I hit them with my universe, all they seeing is stars. Speaking of bars, when I spit one, you can see it's all about impact over an income. The big one, multi-directional and exceptional. 10 of my first 20 albums are all collectibles. You feel the heat when I'm next to you, truly legendary. Underground, undetectable, and revolutionary. Most of what's going on today, you know we knew already. I tried to teach our people, but poverty, it took too many. It shook too many. We can see what a curse is. So I re-emerge to show these youngins who the first is. The minister, frying rap chickens like churches. And the worst is seeing your temperature taken by nurses. IV bags, your family picking out hearses. It's like you at the Barclays Center, you won't survive these verses. Sprite means spirit, so I obey what my thirst is. The whole planet, so-called Earth, is what my turf is.
Hold up, yo, I got this. Yo, this is about to be fire.
All right, let's go ahead and jump into that. So, as you just heard, the joint, bar for bar, KRS can still battle anybody, and take on any comer, So he's still doing his thing. It's still a proven fact that he's a top tier MC. So let's go ahead and just get into those bars real quick, because it's a lot of them, as you heard. So he said, heaven sent, I can prove this. Any crowd, turn me up loud. KR will move this. You know what I mean? So he letting you know right now, that's one of his strong suits. You know, KRS-One is known to rock a crowd. It takes a hell of a person to do that, because no matter how good you are with lyrics and cadence, if you cannot rock a crowd, you're nothing. Because once you record, you know, you got to go on tour at some point. And once you get on that stage, if people can't really feel what you're doing, not going to work. So he said, long before Eazy-E, this MC, he was ruthless. Kicking rhymes, spitting rhymes, freestyles. I do this. You know what I mean? So he letting you know right there. I love that Eazy-E reference because Eazy-E's record label was called Ruthless Records. And so, you know, he's just making a dope bar in comparison. Before Eazy-E, I was ruthless. You know, boom. Dope bar. Can't get around that. He said, kicking rhymes, spitting rhymes, freestyle. I do this. Who's this? You don't know me, homie. I'm the one and only. I turn your two into a toll. Tell you you owe me. He said, I turn your tool into a toll. Tell you you owe me. You know what I mean? Now, I don't know for sure, but this is how I interpret the lyrics. I think he said turn your tool, you know, T-O-O-L. But when I looked up the lyrics online, it said turn your two into a toll. Tell you you owe me. So I don't know. It could go either way on that one. But, you know, he just basically saying whatever it is that you coming with, I'm going to turn it into a toll. Like, you got to pay your toll. So you owe me. You know what I mean? So that's dope. And then he said, you ain't got to go to the past. You know me, homie. I'm KRS-One. My power is now. Like Eckhart Tolle. And a lot of y'all may not know Eckhart Tolle. You know, he's kind of like a speaker and almost, you know, they consider him like a guru, very soft-spoken, but very humble, but wise. You know, he got a lot of wise words. So if you look him up, you know what I mean, he can definitely school you on some stuff. So that's why he said, my power is now, like Eckhart Tolle. These rappers are phony and lonely. I catch them coming out of Shoney's. I don't Oscar or admit they baloney. No phony. I spit the time from the mind. I spit for the time from the mind. So when I spit off the head, of course, I'm ahead of my time. You know what I mean? That's almost like a tongue twister right there. You know what I mean? I spit for the time from the mind. So when I spit off the head, of course, I'm ahead of my time. Yes, I'm better with the rhyme. It's evident I'm the lyrically benevolent kind. This you never gonna find. I'm spitting plenty medleys. This is work, not a job. Rappers are crying like a boss in reverse. They sob. Come on now. Come on now. You know what I mean? He turned that shit around on y'all real quick. Like a boss in reverse, they sob. You know what I mean? So anyway, that's when they get robbed and disappointed. They're not anointed. Get them up. I'm sorry. Get them, set them up like an appointment. I spit the same heat you light the joint with. Fire. Spit the truth, no liar, heaven sent, this is higher. The mic cooks, I write books. Come on now. He said, I write books, the heavyweight champion. The song becomes a knockout with the right hook. I'm raw, meaning not cooked. These fake rappers' heads are down, because in the face of KRS-One, they do not look. Well, he didn't say one, I apologize. He said, because in the face of KRS, they do not look. 40 cal style, rumpa-pum-pum like big drums. When I heat up the cup, the 420s is done. Light up the Cheech and Chong. I teach when I come, you know what I mean? Light up the Cheech and Chong, you already know what that is. You know, that's a reference to the sparking that ism, you know. I don't do that myself, but, you know, I definitely like the cleverness of the hook, of the bar. So he said, knowledge reigns supreme. What these rappers are speaking is dumb. It's a treat when I come. I'm not what you used to. I'm the return of Khufu. All over these tracks like choo-choo. You know what I mean? That's the train reference. I love that. He said, I'm the guru. So when my teaching premieres, it's gangstar. Hitting you and your man in the same car. So first of all, we got to pause right there because that's a dope reference to Gangstar and Guru and everything. He said, I'm the guru, so when my teaching premieres, it's Gangstar. Oh, shit. Fucking bird just jumped on my window. Scared the shit out of me. Luckily, my shit was closed, because we'd have been fighting up in here. Y'all have seen some shit. But anyway, I'm glad that shit didn't happen, because, he came right for me. He almost killed me. All right. Anyway. He said, I'm the guru, so when my teaching premieres, it's Gangstar. You know what I mean? Guru, premiere, Gangstar. The math is mathing. You know what I mean? Hitting you and your man in the same car. These whack rappers, fuck who they are. KRS is like a hooligan, hitting them with all the same bars. Hooligans, hitting them with the same bars. Your whack style just ain't ours. Venus to Mars. I'm teaching with bars, spitting these bars. But youngins under 21 can't even get into these bars. Now that, I think, is my favorite bar through the whole song. He said, but youngins under 21 can't even get into these bars. You know what I mean? How's that for a double entendre? You know what I mean? Under 21 can't get in the bar. Under 21 can't get into these bars, these lyrical bars. You know what I mean? So, man, come on now. KRS is still in beast mode. You know what I mean? He's been in the game for, 30 years now. You know what I mean? Come on now. And so he said, so I don't blame them if they're not seeing these bars, because when I hit them with my universe, all they seeing is stars. Yeah. My universe, that's double entendre right there. You know what I mean? When I hit them with my universe, like as in the solar universe, or my universe, my one verse, all they seeing is stars. So yeah, speaking of bars, when I spit one, you can see it's all about impact over income. The big one, multi-directional and exceptional. 10 of my first 20 albums are all collectibles. You know what I mean? That's a humble bar right there. You know what I mean? He could have just went straight egotistical and said all of my albums are collectibles. But he's being humble and letting you know, okay, at least 10 of my 20, you know what I mean, albums are collectibles. So, or my first 20, I should say, because he got a lot out there, you know what I mean? One of my favorite albums from KRS is, once he stopped doing the whole Boogie Down Productions, was Chris Styles. That was one of my favorites. Then the joint he did with Buckshot, that collab album, man, listen, dope, just dope. Anyway, back to the verses. All right. So, he said, you feel the heat when I'm next to you, truly legendary, underground, undetectable, and revolutionary. Most of what's going on today, we knew already. I try to teach our people about poverty. It took too many and shook too many. It shook too... I don't know what they did here, but I copied these lyrics off the internet, so I think this might be a typo. All right. So he said, I took too many. We can see what a curse is. So I reemerge and show these youngins who the first is. The minister frying wrapped chickens like churches. And the worst is seeing your temperature taken by nurses, IV bags, your family picking out hearses. It's like you at the Barclays Center. You won't survive these verses. You know what I mean? Sprite means spirit, so I obey what my thirst is. The whole planet so-called Earth is what my turf is. KRS-One. You know what I mean? Listen. I mean, just superb, supreme bars. You can't deny KRS-One. He's one of the GOATs, and, I really appreciate the fact that he still makes music for those loyal fans like us who really just still need to hear it. And, as I record this, we just learned in the past 24 hours that DJ K Slay has passed away. So, KRS-One, him and K Slay, man, they're like synonymous with just hip hop culture. You know what I mean? K Slay is somebody who we'll never forget. So I couldn't just record this without mentioning that. So, You know, that's my lyrical breakdown. Shout out to KRS-One for still dropping that heat, bringing us them bangers, you know, giving us the boom bap, underground hip hop that we love. And, you know, K-Slade will never forget you, my man. You know what I mean? So rest in peace, and y'all check me out on the next lyrical breakdown, all right? Peace.